I love that. That was so cool.
Wasn't that catchy?
I'm already following them on Spotify. Like it was like halfway through. I'm like, all right, I have to check out more.
They're so cool. I love the vibe that they have. I also love a 3-guitar band that has no business being a 3-guitar band. Like for what they play, it's unnecessary, but I love it.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, make it thicker.
You've got 2 friends who play guitar, and then you've got a 3rd friend who also wants to play guitar. I mean, there's no point in leaving him out.
100%. Like, and one of them's the singer, so like, I just imagine he lets that guitar hang really cool for like most of the set, and then he just like picks it up to get chunky.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or the opposite. He's really the singer-songwriter, and he has to play guitar all the time.
Yeah. It really reminds me, it's like instantly classic, like almost to the point where I feel like I've heard it before because it is such a classic sound. I feel like it should be like the intro to some movie from like the early 2000s, and then like right after that song ends, it's like you hear the bell ring and they're like in high school.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say it reminds me of Pop-Up Video.
Oh, the old VH1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me of like a song that would be on Pop-Up Video as you're getting ready for like middle school or some shit where it's like, oh, you know, it's right next to like New Radicals, or, you know, it's got those kind of vibes to it.
I also really, really like the opening with the like super roomy, like filtered out drums, and then everything all comes in. It's such a cool way to set a vibe and like start out that song.
They did a video treatment for this song where they really played homage to that. Like the whole thing is shot in just like a warehouse, and it's one of those videos that like when you're listening to the song and the video itself, like it really connects. You could actually believe that maybe this was like some live thing.
That's super cool. I like that a lot. Also, that bass is just so funky and driving. It's such an interesting, like, cool way for that to work out.
Yeah, I love that tone. It's just, yeah, you said it. It's punchy, it's driving, kind of hypnotic, but it doesn't ever get boring. I love it.
I keep trying to think of what vocalist that vocalist reminds me of, because it's like a very specific sound that I have in my head, but I can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, I agree. It's something late 90s, early 2000s. I can give bands that the band makes me think of, but like I'm with you. There's it's on the tip of my tongue, and it has been for weeks since I discovered them, but I haven't narrowed down like who is that singer. But I think maybe it just lends to what you were saying earlier. They do have that like familiar sound where you're like, oh, I've for sure heard this on a ton of classic 10 Things I Hate About You or something like that.
Yeah. It also reminds me, if you like this song, this isn't going to be one of my picks for the episode, but if you like this song, it reminds me of a newer band that released a new album last year called Viagra Boys.
Yes. I love Viagra Boys.
Yes. This reminds me of the song Big Boy off of Cave World a ton.
Yes. You know what? I concur. If you like Viagra Boys, do you like Idols?
I feel like I've heard that name before, but I haven't like fully like dove into. I'm gonna check that out now.
Check out Idols, and in advance, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. That's everybody's homework. It's not part of the episode, but just listen to Cave World by Viagra Boys, and then also check out Idols. There will be a quiz.
Yes. Is there anything more punk rock than standardized testing?
No, nothing at all. So my final song of the episode is actually going to be relatively local band for me. They're from Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is a couple hours away from Detroit, but still kind of that like southern Michigan area. They're actually going to be coming through and playing a show in a venue like 10-minute walking distance from my apartment. So I'm really hoping to catch them in a couple of months. But this band is called Saturdays at Your Place, and they are a Midwest emo-ish type of band that I've been getting into since I found them on my Discover Weekly like a month ago or so. And this song is called Hospital Bed. Hey there! Before we hear the next song, I want to take just a minute to tell you about the sponsor of this episode, Eargasm Earplugs. Eargasm make high-fidelity earplugs designed specifically for concert goers, so that you can protect your hearing without missing out on any of the music. I've been road testing mine for about a year now, and I have to say I absolutely love them. They're comfortable, discreet, and best of all, they sound amazing. They come in 2 different sizes and reduce ambient volume by 21 decibels. Or for more control, their slide earplugs let you choose use between 22 and 15 decibels of noise reduction. Like I said, I've had mine for about a year now, and I can tell you that they'll stay in even in the craziest of mosh pits. So grab yourself a pair today and use code FreshFindsPod10 at checkout to get 10% off your entire order.